What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Therapist Logan Reacts. Today we are going to switch it back up to another artist. An artist we've done before. We're running it back there with the album coming out. There's a lot of good ones coming out. I've seen bits and pieces of this one on TikTok and listened to it a little bit, but I haven't given it a therapist breakdown. But before we jump right into it, I do want to take a moment just to identify that it is Mental Health Awareness Month. I wouldn't be a good therapist if not focusing on that. I focus on that each and every day in my practice. It's super important to me. Taking care of my own mental health, advocating for others, the people that I love, to take care of their mental health, and you, my supporters, who have been drawn to this environment, this community, because you take care of your mental health or have struggled with mental health in your past. Mental health is not something to be taken lightly. We all face it in one way or another. All of our stories are different, unique, but all the more important, all valuable in some way, shape, or form, in any way, shape, or form. And I just can't stress how important it is to take care of yourself. Make sure you're reaching out if you are struggling to the point where you are not feeling safe with yourself. If you are dealing with something that is inhibiting your daily functioning, it's important for us to work towards destigmatizing the idea of mental health. When I was young, very young, and I was struggling myself, I very much saw mental health as a stigmatized thing. Like, I didn't want to identify with it. I didn't want to explore it. I wanted to shut it away and pretend like it didn't happen. But accepting it and realizing that it's a part of each and every one of us is super important in your journey, and the first step to realize in order to get help. So just in the frame of Mental Health Awareness Month, please make sure you're taking care of your mental health. I appreciate you guys sharing your stories and doing those things, advocating for yourself, even in the comments. That's huge. And sharing your story can be a way of helping you tell your story. It's a form of narrative work, and again, making sure it's something that you're comfortable with sharing. So I really appreciate all of those who have really stepped up, shown vulnerability in that component. So let's jump right into it. Let's kind of go back. And without further ado, I have changed up the look of the thumbnail. The last video with the more recent video that popped off, Joe Bartolozzi. A lot of individuals didn't realize it was Therapist Reacts. They were reading it differently. I know I've gotten comments in the past too, so I have split it up, and this is the new thumbnail. So I hope you guys like it. My face is covering. Oh my God, I just realized my face. Okay. Nope, I'm going to make sure I move it. But yeah, this is the new look for it. So I hope you guys like it, and hopefully it's super, super clear that those are different words. There is no space. It's Therapist Reacts. But today we are doing Noah Kahan's Orbiter, a great song. But let's jump right in and give a therapist breakdown. This is the lyric video.
I look exhausted, oh stiff and awkward on the outside of the moment. It's not my first time bitter drunk on a red carpet, my first time losing, and it won't be my last. You said ignore it. Oh, California, so much more than some awards show. You're no more important than an insect on a window. They'll see you climbing, but I won't care until you get close.
So right off the bat, I just love the softness that he comes in with. Just the vibe it gives off, the kind of environment it sets off is a very welcoming but sad welcoming. I don't know. That's the vibe I'm kind of getting off the initial. To break down the lyrics, I look exhausted, oh stiff and awkward on the outside of the moment. It's not my first time bitter drunk on the red carpet. He's showing a lot of reflection that he's in maybe a sad state of mind. He's participating in maladaptive behaviors that aren't the greatest for his current situation. My first time losing, and it won't be my last. Wow. So maybe there was some expectation to win something at an award show where there's a red carpet. You said ignore it. Oh, California is much more than some award show. So there's maybe this individual that's not hyping them up, but recognizing, giving himself grace. Or it's like it's not everything's winning awards. Not everything. It's like maybe it's this person, maybe it's a loved one. It's giving this individual. It's giving Noah. It's allowing him to ground himself and not maybe have anxiety of winning all these awards or depression if he doesn't win them. You're no more than, I like this one, you're no more important than an insect on a window. They'll see you climbing but won't care until you get close. So it's how we react in the sense of insects, right? If we see an insect from afar, it's okay, but the second it gets close, then we start to care. So in that sense, it's you're no more important than an insect on a window. There is a beauty in that because there's a philosophy that kind of goes to that. It could be argued nihilism or absurdism, that nothing matters, nothing really matters, and that's a philosophy I kind of live by. But I'm not going to go on a tangent and explore that. If you would like for me to do a philosophy breakdown, I'm more than happy. I didn't major or minor in philosophy, but I do have a passion about it, so I would not mind talking about it. But I just really like how it kind of brings into that, like it kind of just breaks down and grounds Noah to, it's like you're no more important than an insect on a window. Like just it is what it is. It's kind of just you're going through life, and it's like not to take life serious, because I think one of my favorite sayings is don't take life too seriously or you'll never don't take life too seriously or you'll never survive. It's like a joke because no one survives life. Everyone always comes to an end eventually. So it's like, it just breaks down like there's no, like you don't have to take life so seriously. So I really like that.
You're climbing, but I won't care until you get close. You said some people don't know why they're wolves. They just howl for the sound of it. Some will never know they're beautiful until the crowd points it out for them. But I see it through a camera flash. I look back as you laugh, and this is hard, but I feel as far. This ain't for the town. I'm on alien ground. I'm a college kid with my windows down. I'm an astronaut. You're the moon. I stare at you. I sing to you. I circle you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love this verse. Some people don't know why you said some people don't know why they're wolves. They just howl for the sound of it. Some will never know they're beautiful. Recognizing so many people don't realize the power and the worth of themselves because they're so worried about others, and some will never know they're beautiful until the crowd points it out for them. We constantly look for this acceptance, but sometimes there's a line blurred where these individuals are looking to be accepted, but that's filling them to a point where that's where they see their value, when in reality, you have value before someone sees it. Everybody has value. Everybody has the same value. That might be a little controversial, but everyone has the same value in the sense of being a human and capable of being human. I'm not saying the meaning or what they do with that. I'm just saying them as a whole, not outside of whatever behavior actions. Everyone has value to themselves, but they don't. You look to see it accepted by others or pointed out by others, and that's where you connect. Like, oh, I only have value if people are pointing it out. That's how insecurities breed and start creating more different dynamics. And it's really, really hard to break that once you tie that, oh, I only have value if people are constantly pointing out, because then you constantly look for that validation. And that's a very detrimental frame of mind to be in. It causes a lot of problems later on because that's what you're tied to then. Your self-worth is tied to the validation of others, and you'll never, never, never be happy unless you're constantly getting that validation, constantly searching for that. And that can be very exhausting for other individuals, because if you're constantly looking for their validation, they may get tired of like, okay, like you're just doing tips and you're just doing tricks now, trying to just get like a good job or something, and it's not filling the root of the problem essentially. And then I'm an astronaut, you're the moon. I stare at you, I sing to you, I circle you. There's, again, that validation, the looking for validation. It's like the beauty in this. I recognize I'm an astronaut, and I'm simply just, I feel the weight, the gravity drives me towards you just because of the presence you bring. Like, it's such a beautiful, simple metaphor that I think just impacts so, and he just sings it so beautifully. There's just that vulnerability, I think, within that metaphor that just comes so deeply when it's through his singing. Let's continue on.
I circle you. Rain on a steel roof leaks through the ceiling, hits the patrons in the ballroom. You said, oh look baby, even God is trying to warn you, all this ain't for you. But I cling to my seat. I guess some people don't know why they're wolves, they just howl for the sound of it. Some will never know the beautiful until the crowd points it out for them. But I see it through camouflage. I look back, you laugh, and this is hard, but I feel it spark. This ain't for the town, I'm on alien ground. I'm a college kid with my windows down. I'm an astronaut, you're the moon. I stare at you, I sing to you, and I clutch my claw, and I bite my tongue. I'm an aging wolf who lost the taste for blood. Even anxious pups need the moon. I have for you, I sing to you.
I love this part too. Oh my goodness, I love the metaphor with the wolves, because you, again, not knowing the weight or the worth you have of yourself. Again, looking for other people to point it out. But I am an aging wolf who lost the taste for blood. And in that sense, in that metaphor, wolves have value if they're taking part in the kill. So he's recognizing that he no longer has the taste for blood to look or be valuable towards the pack or the individuals, maybe along with the red carpet. This is maybe him in the storyline progressing past that, recognizing that I lost the taste for blood. I don't need to, it's not me against other people anymore. I don't need to fight. I don't need to fight to show my worth. I have worth myself. And I love the part too, even anxious pup need the moon. So like, he's recognizing that maybe he was an anxious pup in his past, and he's recognizing that he needed the moon because that gave him something to look towards, look for structure, look for something sound. And it's really meaningful, especially with people with anxiety, to have that grounding moment, you know, and even anxious pups need the moon. So, and again, with him identifying this person as the moon, and he's just saying how bad I needed you, and I was just an anxious pup. I was just so anxious, and I was dealing with this, and you grounded me so well, because I could always look up at the sky and see it. I can always see it. That's always a guarantee. That's a visual marker. When you're working with someone with anxiety, you can have them do the 5 senses, and one of the seeing, if you're at night, you can see the moon. You can always kind of count it to be there, whether it's behind a cloud or in a different area. The moon's in the sky, and I think that's a really cool component. And I really, really love that metaphor. And I know the main parts that are really highlighted. I don't think the pup metaphor or the wolf metaphor gets as much love as it should in this song, because I know the TikToks kind of loves the other part. But let's continue on and finish up in the last minute or so.
I circle you.
The song's parts so beautiful.
I circle you. I circle you. I'm gonna lose you either
And that wraps up Orbiter by Noah Kahan. Shout out Noah. That song was absolutely beautiful. I see why it's blowing up on TikTok and Instagram and all that. And beautiful across the board. Just super meaningful. I think it has some really good key parts of self-worth, identity, and just realizing that you don't need to be your productivity and what you're capable of doesn't show your worth. You're worth something before that. And in order to love yourself and work through that, you have to work on that relationship with yourself. And I think that's super important because, in the essence of Mental Health Awareness Month, working with yourself, learning to have that relationship with yourself is the first step, and being kind to yourself, having that grace, because this is your first time living, having that grace. This is your first time living too. And I feel like life tries to put on this stress that we need, and we just don't need to have that stress. We don't need to be our worst enemy or our worst critic. We can hype ourselves up too. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this song. Is there something I missed? Is there something that stuck out to you? Have you been seeing this on social media everywhere? I'm curious to know. Make sure you drop a like on the video too. And out of all the things, make sure you subscribe. We hit 3,000 subscribers. I still have no idea what I'm going to do for the 3,000, so I apologize. I was not prepared for that video to blow up, so I apologize. But hopefully I can find something cool to do. Maybe a vlog. I don't know. I'm still kind of throwing ideas in the air. So it's going to be a little late to the party. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you're subscribed so we can catch the next video, and I'll see you then.